Right. There's a lot of, industrial industry around cows, pigs, and even other animals too, like pet shops and stuff like that, right? And it's an abusive world, and it's a lot of suffering for the animals because they don't get grass, they don't have to keep their babies, and it's not so much the end of the life, it's the whole suffering in between, right? From that grew like a sort of rescue industry, right? You can rescue a very psychological hurt dog. You can rescue a cow that is almost broken down, or uh, you can rescue a horse that's totally broken down in the body and finally is released from pain, right? The problem with that is that even you rescue a horse from the slaughter, right? Especially older horses, you don't think about that they will never be pain free. No matter what you do, they will always have pain in their spine, in their legs, in the neck, in the hooves, forever. And in a way, you could say that at this point where a horse is old and broken, to get off in heaven is maybe the first release for years, right? So I think you should be careful what you go along with. And some of these rescue people, they are getting a cheap cow or cheap horse, and they will breed on them opposite recommended. Some of them will be surprised by the vet bills on the horses, and they will again be neglected, right? Also, if you take foals from a mare and the mare goes to heaven in the slaughter, and the foal would be heartbroken rest of the life, right? So I think like if we could find a middle way, like the middle way is a bit old fashioned, right? It's cows go on grass. Cows could keep their babies and we can still have milk, right? Horses, why is it necessary to overuse them? What about sparing them a little bit? Like, do you have to ride every day? And do you have to be an Olympic dressage with the right clothes on and stuff? What about just having fun? Variation about horses is sometimes you drive, sometimes they are free, sometimes you ride a little bit, and sometimes you just talk, right? That's the sort of middle way. That's the old fashioned way, right? It's so extreme in each direction. The one direction is really animal abuse in industry, animal abuse in rescue. And I think the most shameful thing about this is that the vet don't step in. The vet on the slaughter could say, this horse is not for sale. It's too broken. Or he could say in the industry farming, these cows need to get out on grass to exercise, eat some fresh things, get some air, get clean. He could do it. Why don't they?